Hello YouTube fans, here again. And a video without ado, why not talk about this one? That being, as it said in 1978 in the original theatrical trailer, just before you thought it was safe to go into the water. That's right, the sequel to Jaws being Jaws 2. That's right, Jaws 2. And in my eyes, this is an unestimated sequel. Very underestimated sequel, and I remember once watching this on a YouTube channel where somebody did a comparison on the classic Steven Spielberg Jaws and this Jaws being Jaws 2. And I remember defending this, saying it was unfair at the end of the day, they turned round and said he's no Steven Spielberg being the director of this. Okay, he's no Steven Spielberg, but in all fairness, every director directs that I can put it in words. I'm trying to say it in a better way. They have their own way of directing. They have their own way of directing, and I think this director deserves a lot of respect because this is the same director that did Santa Claus the movie, believe it or not. He's done a lot of other good films as well, and I give this director his due. He still did a good job for a sequel. He did a damn good, worthy, respectable sequel. Let's go with a bloody film. Now, originally, this film originally was going to be a prequel. Not going to be a sequel. It's going to be a prequel. Remember the story with where Dwyn tells the story about the ship and about the USA and the tiger sharks killing his men and all this. It was going to be more like that sort of story. But then they looked and they thought, no, we want the family back. We want Moive side back. We want the family back. So they brought them back. And I love the music in it at the beginning. It's chilling. You've got these two deep sea divers. They're taking photos of the ship what's sunk in the original. And next thing you know, you get that Jake theme tune. I'm happy to check the theme tune. You know, the bum, 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 that theme tune. You get the divers. You got the idea they got eaten up. You got a time the fashion, very cheaper, damn dud. And then you got Whiteside reprising his role as Sheriff Boulder. Now, the only issue here is Whiteside's art wasn't in this. Wasn't in it. Didn't want to do a sequel. Did not want to do a sequel. They begged, which is one of the reasons why so many years later, when they did this one, Whiteside didn't price his role. He did a movie called Blue Thunder. When they got to this one, which is a piece of shit, turned it down. That's why they died his character off. Because when they did this one, he really did not want to come back as Sheriff Boulder. But he decided, what the fuck, I'll do it as long as in the next one you either write me out or you kill me off if they do make this, or they make this, or they make this, or make as many as they make. Because he didn't want to be typecasted. Some actors are like that. So he still comes back, he still does a good performance, even though sadly to say it, but the last time you see him as Sheriff Boulder. And I do like it, you know what I mean? There's got this thing going on, they're celebrating this campaign, and then again, you got the Finn coming up, and you got that date theme tune, boom, 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 boom. And that's what happens. All the way through the film, you got some date deaths. I do remember the MPA and censorship had a field day with this film. They tried to keep the rating mild because there's a lot of deaths in this, a lot more than what there was in that one. And how can I put it? There's a lot like the original. There's a lot of deleted scenes. There's some I thought this sort of I can understand why they was trimmed down, and others I thought it was the same. Like the one scene I've got to admit, there's a scene where they've got this guy working for the mayor, really snoopy, really a bit of a dick. There's a scene where Sheriff Boldy gives him a parking ticket. And I sort of like that, because it's that idea where there's no love lost between him and Sheriff Boulder. I thought they should have checked that. And one scene, there's a scene, remember, a lot of kids said, the sat eats an helicopter. Well, there's a lot more of that, where the helicopter is underwater, and you've got Jaws the shark attacking the guy in the helicopter underwater. Really quite a nervy scene. Sadly, that was deleted out of the film, and I thought they should have checked that in it. There's one issue in it. There's a scene where Whiteside's character, Sheriff Bold, he's got these bullets and he's putting poison on them. It never really led anywhere. That you could just get cut, deleted out, because we all know if you've seen Jaws 2, the shark didn't even get killed by them fucking bullets. Them bullets were never used as an ornament. So that scene could be deleted, cut, whatever out, because it never really led anywhere. They made the lads a lot older in it. It's a kind of PC. You know, this was in '78, where the original was a '75 film. And it's like I say, one of the actors, which I felt was the same, wasn't in this one. But at the time, I think rightly he was doing Toast and Shoutings for the third time, which is the same. And I loved his mate Roper to come back. You know, the character Roper. I would have loved for him to come back, but sadly to say, we all know the actor. Sadly, didn't. He was doing Toast and Shoutings for the third time, so he never came back to do this one. And we all know the actor that played Quinn got killed, and in real life he passed away in '78, which is the same. But we know Quinn would have come back anyway because we see him get eaten up by the shark. So, but I do like the story. I like the story. I like the idea that it's Roy Siders, Sheriff Boulder. He's started to convince the mayor from the original. He's started to convince everybody else that there's another shark and it's attacking people, and people just think and he's not. He's telling the truth. There's a bit what's remembers the iconic photo with the beautiful deer on the Steve boat stay. And I love the bit where the shark gets her, you got the idea it's eating her, then it goes to attack that woman, and the woman does a stupid thing. She puts oil on it, she tries to shoot a flare on it, but she spilt some of the oil on herself, so she puts herself on fire. She blows herself up, but kills herself, but she just gives the shark a bit of a burn. So it's all like a Freddy Krueger fucking shark. This is where it becomes a slasher film. And you've got these teenagers. There was a lot of water sport going out in that area, so they decided to do that. And I love the fact they did all the boats, these different colours. I do know obviously it was all going to be black and bland, and the director didn't like that. So he wanted them all colourful, all pretty, all colours of the rainbow. And the one thing I do say, right, and this is true, is in the film there's a bit where they do have a fuck up, where the shark's trying to eat Sheriff Boulder's son, he's knocked out, and they put him to safety, and the shark opens its mouth. You do see one of the pipes in the mouth, and in HD you see it even more. So there's one fuck up there. But I do love the fact you do see the shark a lot more in this. When they was filming the original, they was going to use the original shark, the Mogul, because they left it in all weathers. It got fucked up. Typical Reffer fucked it up, so they had to do a different mould of the shark. But again, the two did it good. They had the same Australian couple do the underwater scenes. I like the fact it has a burn on it, different way of going for it, and I like the fact it holds the kids prisoners in the film. These kids, they're trapped, they can't get anywhere. You got the shark holding them prisoner. The scene what I said with the air the top. Sad to say the bit I said was deleted, so you don't see all of it. But the one bit I do remember, there's one bit where the girl's stuck on the thing, the shark's going to get her, you think she's going to get to rest us, she doesn't, she gets eaten up, really gruesome, really fucked up. But I do like the film, I like it, it does have, it's a good worthy sequel, and I almost forgot to say, there's a bit where the director is on an horse sackle, and he's riding this Mogul shark. To look at it, it is laughable, it's hilarious, but he got the shots he wanted to see. He's on an horseback sackle, he's riding this dummy shark, being moved about with a camera lens like that, but he got the shots he wanted for Jaws 2. That is something you've got to respect this director for. That is something you've got to give this director to do for. To do that, to sit on an horseback sackle and a fucking fake shark, filming it, to get the shots you wanted to see with the fin, proves that this director's willing to do a lot. And he did. The actors, the members worked all through the winter, all through the month to get this one done. They had parties non-stop, but I do remember the iconic scene where this one lad, he gets the dart, this poor lad drags him across, which again was similar to what they did in the original with the Derv. They had this boat thing holding his race, and they dragged him across because he couldn't swim the same nearly, to give you that date effect. And I do also love the ending where Roy Sanders says, come on, you son of a bitch. You've got this electric wire, the shark goes to bite it, and it electrocutes the fucker. It's a lot different than the other Jaws films. Every Jaws film, it gets blown up, and this Jaws Revenge, you've got the other version where it gets speared, but even then it gets blown up. In this, I love the idea that Roy Siders says that beautiful line is Sheriff Boulder, say ah, bites it, electrocutes it, kills it, iconic, takes his kids back to safety, loves the bit with the little boy, says, they made me do it. And he says, so they did, so they did. He rides off, beautiful ending, beautiful ending. So I don't like Jaws 2. Is it as good as the first one? No. But I do think it's a damn good worthy sequel. It's still, in my eyes, a damn good worthy sequel. So for Jaws 2, I'll give it, no doubt, an 8-star rating for me. I think Jaws 2 definitely gets a good notch. It's not as good as the first one, but it's good to see Roy's side, even though sad to say it's the last time you see him as Sheriff Boulder. I still think he does a good performance. I think the bit with the bullets went nowhere because we all know the shark got electrocuted. He didn't get shot by these fucking bullets. And but there are bits of risk detect in the film. Definitely doesn't fuck about. There's definitely other knots. I love the fact the director went on an horse sackle, filmed this fucking muggle shark to get the effects you wanted. Definitely did a good scene. Definitely told that his director's willing to do anything. And I think the director, granted, is no Steven Spielberg, but the fact he went, did a sequel, smashed it. Steven Spielberg didn't want to do it, didn't want to do a sequel, didn't think it needed one, but that he did all the Jurassic Park films. They were sequels. But at the end of the day, I still think this is a good film. I still think it's just as good as the first one. It deserves a lot of respect like the first one. I love Jaws 2. Got no faults with Jaws 2. And Jaws 3 I will offend because I think Jaws 3 also deserves respect. Yeah, the 3D gimmicks are a bit dated now. Did it really need to be in 3D? But I can respect that. I can respect that they tried to do something different. It's a hell of a lot better than that one. So I probably will do that one as well at one point. But into them people, be smart, be safe. See you later.